What's up, blockchain? This is Nick from Truth Blitz. Hope you guys are having a good afternoon. We had a nice surprise with this market movement, and I'm just trying to figure out where it came from. We see a lot of money flowing out of Bitcoin and into the alts. Bitcoin is up quite a bit itself, but you can see Bitcoin dominance is dropping, and we'll take a look at the chart right now. Currently, we have Bitcoin dominance down to 43.4%. So it just continues to drop. The overall market cap is just under 300 billion. We were just at $250 million the other day. So, we are up $50 billion. Currently, we have Bitcoin at $7,666, up 11.01%. And you can see just a lot of the alts are just doing amazingly well right now. EOS, $8.78, up 13.05%. Cardano is up 18.32%. IOTA, just a lot of double-digit green in the market today. Amisago is doing amazing right now, 25.79% up, $11.83. So, where is it coming from? Why all of a sudden are we seeing this huge flow into the altcoins? Just a huge rise in the market altogether. If we take a look at CryptoBlood's chart, you can see this just almost parabolic. We went from 67 to 6,800 and then just shot right up, and you can see here we stopped at 77.26 on the candlestick, but the wick went all the way up above 8,000. So pretty amazing. And then we came back down, and now we've kind of steadied out around the 7,600 area, 76 to 7,700. So we didn't break this area of resistance up here. We didn't even touch it. So I guess it just remains to be seen now if we will see an additional move up or move down. And honestly, I want to say we are probably going to end up coming back down to the 7,300 area, this support area down here. But we're just going to have to continue to watch and see what happens. But definitely a very good day, and hopefully you guys are taking advantage of this. We'll call it a gift. And I've heard some different theories as to why we saw this market movement. I heard somebody say, and I don't remember who it was. I don't really want to say any names. I want to say it was Greg Manarino, but I just said I wasn't going to say any names. But I'm not 100% positive because I watched so many videos today. But somebody said that this was because for the time being, Trump had pretty much said that he wasn't going to do anything rash in the way of sending tomahawks into Syria until they investigate the situation further. I don't know if there's any truth to that, if that has anything to do with why we're seeing this uptick in the market today, but something is making the market move, and I'm just trying to figure out why. Now, I want to get into this article quickly. Texas regulator inspects 32 crypto promoters and warns of widespread fraud. So basically what we're seeing is the state of Texas is going after people who are touting different crypto investments. And I am wondering if and when we're going to see this happen on a federal level. So currently the article is as follows. The Enforcement Division of the State Securities Board, TSSB, has published the findings of its 4-week investigation into suspect securities offerings tied to cryptocurrencies in a report released April 10th. Starting December 18th, 2017, the division opened 32 investigations into promoters of crypto investments, none of whom were registered to sell securities in Texas, and therefore, given that they were selling securities under Texas law, were operating outside the law. The report contended that the revolution in digital money is creating an environment ripe with illegal and fraudulent securities offerings in which new technologies are converging with the same old emotions to push investor enthusiasm into overdrive amid abundant signs of a cryptocurrency mania. The report highlights key areas of concern with promoters almost universally touting unrealistic profitability and downplaying investment risks, others misappropriated or faked identities and offered unscrupulous finder's fees to lure recruiters in. The report includes 5 detailed case studies: R2Bitcoin, Dobercoin, Lead Invest, USI Tech, and BitConnect, all of whom were issued emergency cease and desist orders by the TSSB between December 2017 and February 2018. The last of these, BitConnect, lost 98% of its market cap after the TSSB emergency action. The report warns that the other 4 companies face similar fates, with many investors subsequently losing almost all of their investment capital. So basically, we're seeing the state of Texas going after more than likely YouTubers who were touting USI Tech, BitConnect. So we can pretty much make a safe assumption that some of these 32 people were probably Craig Grant, Trayvon James, the usual suspects that we hear about that are pretty much in, well, I don't know if they're all in hiding, but I know some of them are, Crypto Nick and so on and so forth. And then, you know, there was a bunch who were pushing USI Tech and others. So, you know, it's funny, a lot of these channels just cease to exist now. I know I used to not really watch him too much, but I know that East Coast Crypto, and I know of him because of the fact that he was using and selling Gunbot as well, but he was also big into BitConnect, and he was really pushing BitConnect and how great it was and getting people to sign up under him. And now all of his videos are gone. He has not been active on on YouTube in months. Last I checked anyway, he might have taken his whole channel down. Who knows by now? I really haven't checked recently. But a lot of these people who are pushing these HYIPs, that's high yield investment platforms, who were not licensed to sell securities. And it really seems like Texas, along with South Carolina, just from what we've seen in recent months, are the toughest states on this kind of thing. We've seen a lot of cease and desist orders come out of Texas and South Carolina. So, you know, it doesn't really say who is targeted in this, but just from what the article says, we can pretty much make assumptions that most of the bigger named people who are touting BitConnect are probably included in these investigations. So I just pretty much wanted to cover that. I don't know if this is happening as well on a federal level. I'm sure to an extent it is, even though we really haven't heard much in the way of specific people being targeted. Unlike, you know, we've heard, you know, of a couple different companies that were targeted. And, you know, I have a feeling that there are a few people, a few YouTubers who were targeted as well, even though they really haven't been publicly announced. And speaking of, you know, companies that were targeted, let's just take a quick look at Centra. I looked earlier this morning and it was under a penny. So, man, that one took a big hit after the announcement that the co-founders were arrested, and the whole debacle that happened with Centra, which I reported on, and I should have titled my video a little differently, because they really, they didn't go about things correctly initially, but it really seemed like they turned things around. They had a product. They weren't out to scam people. They weren't scamming people. And then this all happened. And the article that I used as a base to, report on this was from Cointelegraph. And I pretty much titled my video the way the article was titled and written out, which kind of made it sound like they were scamming people on purpose. They were fleeing with the money. And really, it didn't appear like that's really what was happening. Because if they were out to scam people and run with the money, why would they have this working product? Why would they be doing all of this? So I did word that title wrong. But the fact still remains that Centra was targeted. We don't know if this is a dead company or not yet. If somebody else will take it over, if they will get it up and running again, and have regulatory compliance. But currently, as far as we know, there's really nothing happening besides stagnant prices. And, we see this. It really hasn't been too much above a penny. And like I said earlier today, it was under a penny. So anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for now. I just wanted to come out and talk about this nice gift that we've been given in this market. Even if it's just temporary, we'll see what happens. And then I just wanted to bring up what's happening here in Texas with them going after individuals who are promoting unregistered securities. And anyway, guys, that's it for now. Make sure you guys are subscribed over at the Block Party Podcast channel. Click on the link that's on the screen now. Hit the bell. And you guys can check me out at truthblitz.com. And I will see you guys later.